Today I am visiting Sim Sports here in Park City. These guys have that super sick skiing simulator that River Radimus was shredding on a bunch of years ago. And I remember when I saw that video, I was like, I gotta get myself on one of those units because it looks super legit. So I stopped in here a couple weeks ago, met the crew here at Sim Sports Park City, and they invited me back to shoot a video and show you what I thought of the whole unit. Sim Sports is not just skiing. There's a golf simulator. You got all the fun balls, cool hangout area. You come watch pro sports, hanging out while your dad crushes golf balls. But my interest is back here with these two gigantic ski simulators. Got the little guy here. This is the bigger unit over here. Just like with any other athletic activity, I am starting this thing off with a proper warm-up. I've seen these things in use, and you definitely are using full leg muscles and that explosion in and out of the turn. I want to feel like I'm ready. I want to be warmed up. Coming into ski season, I'm feeling good about my fitness. I'm hoping this gives me a good test of where I'm at with my ski-specific training. One thing that I'm super intrigued about these machines is the ability to work out the ski movements on dry land, to be able to pump in and out of turns and get those skiing specific muscles engaged, working, and strengthening. One thing that always kind of frustrated me as a ski racer, as a ski race coach, was conditioning kids up to skiing. You build all the muscles around the skiing, but you really never hammer down and do that ski-specific muscle group, muscle movement until you're actually skiing. So I think we can skip a step here with these ski simulators and just hit the snow running. One of the things I'm the most psyched about with this setup is that I get to wear my real ski boots when I'm doing this. And I think that's gonna even more give you the real feeling of skiing. One of the things you can't replicate on dry land is the feeling of having this giant shell supporting you and supporting your legs and giving you actually more strength in some specific directions. So to be able to just throw on my real deal race boot and give it a go, I think is a huge advantage to this guy. Man, the first boot up of the season is always an eye-opener. All right, let's shred. My buddy Parker here just set me up, and as soon as I start just rolling an ankle in, it'll start sending me that direction. So, a little warm up. Find the flow, and right away, I mean, this does feel like rolling ankles across a green, and just by staying on that edge just a little longer, I can go further across the track. I can start to pick up the pace pretty quickly. And what I'm super psyched about with this thing is that I'm leaning into the front of the boot right there. I'm squishing it, and I'm gonna pick up the pace a little more. Really get it ripping. And right away, I mean, you can see, look at the angles. Like the necessity for me to have to angulate to work the track is one thing I already really like about this. And so here I am just going through a skiing movement in dry land and getting those ski core muscles. Now, I am set a little narrow on this for me to really be able to go hard side to side. So I'm gonna have Parker widen my stance out here, and then I'm really gonna let it rip. So we've widened these out by 1. This feels like more of my stance. And Parker, are you gonna speed me up over here? Sick. All right, so now I can be a little more aggressive. Right away you can feel that juice, and that's just an input in the machine. And if I go in harder, like really trying to edge in, it'll pop me out. And these turns feel like good pressure, that good load feeling on the outside ski, having to hold it through the core. I love this feeling. All right, can we speed it up a little more?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, let's switch ice.
Yeah.
I like the ice.
Instead of speeding it up, let's switch ice.
Okay. So now we've switched to the ice setting. And when you're on the ice setting, you really have the feeling, you can just see how much quicker that is right away, of going in, getting that ski to grip, and ripping on and off of it. And now, I'm really getting into the fun part of this where I could just be in here just crushing turns back and forth. Having to use my boot to load, support my shin. I really feel the float through the middle. And I can push harder and really go. Woo, that was a good one. All right, starting to get a little fatigued right out of the gate. This thing feels great. And take a little breather. We just finished out at 50 kilometers an hour. We are up to 60. So here we go. And just that speed coming out. Now this is getting into the kind of forces that I'm feeling when I'm just free skiing GS turns. I'm like really having to stand on that load, use the boot, crush into it, in and out of the turn. Woo! Almost lost my balance on that. And that's a good training tool. Like that balance, it's a singular thing. You either have the balance or you don't. Right now I'm in balance, feels great, super fun. And that speed, that responsiveness, like it's really taking my skill to in and out. It's really just a tremendous feeling. Okay, now I want to try out one of the features that I was so impressed with the last time I was on, which is changing the snow surface to a crusty snow surface. Now this kind of sounds, actually, will we knock it down to 50? It kind of sounds like a crazy thing that on this machine, it's just going to feel like crusty snow. But here I go. And right there, the machine chatters its way in just like a ski. Can we go off of ice onto hard pack? Okay. So now we are, so we really get to dial in that condition, but here we go. And then right there, I feel these little pop moves, or these little speed breaks in the machine. And so now, as an athlete or someone who maybe is uncomfortable in this condition, they can come in and use this and really realize that, oh, even though the skis aren't perfectly smooth, and they come into this, and the ski does, I can still stay in my balance position, make a quality turn, stay going with it. And now I'm building confidence and I'm building more real balance through my skiing on this super simple, really complicated machine. All right, Parker, let's turn this thing up. I want to take it to the limit.
We're at 65.
65, here we go. I think I can handle another 5. Oh yeah, I like this. This almost feels like slalom speed. Maybe one more. Can we go another? Oh, now we're ripping. This has got slalom ski vibes written all over it. And really being able to dip the knees and the ankles in, like, you definitely can't do this. Oh.
Definitely can't do this. Oh.
Went inside. Get back to it. You definitely can't dip the knees and the ankles in like you need to in a ski turn anywhere else. This thing is so sick. Woo! All right, that felt pretty good. For right now, for today, that's my limit. Last thing I want to do is show some of the game features, some of the gate thingies that you can do on this thing. I'm not saying you got to come in here and use the gate stuff and play the games, but hey, everybody likes options. So while I really enjoy just going back and forth and pumping big arcs, I think, yeah, I would probably dabble with some gates too. So let's give those a try.
You're going wide outside, following the third, following the
As you make the gates, it speeds you up. Oh yeah, I'm at 65 in the course. Come on. Whoa. Two inside. Going back in.
following that number.
So as I complete gates, it gives me more speed. I'm up to 56, 57. Here we go. Now we're going to get into the 60s. Still making gates. Having to make a quick turn. Sometimes I can throw my feet out like I would in a real course. 67, 70 in the course. Feeling good about that. Just imagine the cross blocking. Boom. That feeling. Crushing turns at Pat's Peak again. Night training. Hunting plastic. Woo! Now you can see the screen. Here we go, 40. It's so much more fun when it goes faster. Here we go. I'm in the 50s or 60. I'm making the gates. I'm making my turn with the right timing. I'm not sure if the machine knows how hard I'm boot topping. It's well within my comfort zone. Did I tell you this is day one at ski boots? Oh boy. Now that is good type 1 fun right there. Pumping arcs, middle of the summer. Right now it's fall, it's snowing outside, but whatever. I could be in here June, July, working my legs out the way they like to be worked out, having fun, doing what I love the most, which is crushing arcs. These simulators are phenomenal, super powerful. I am a believer. Oh, how far we've come. The classic.